Yeah, what a nice concrete law for a democratic ending to put in their constitution. Yeah, just speculative science fiction. Ew. It's really good, isn't it? It's like, hey, some guys wrote a really weird line, and then that line eventually ended up, like, being really fucking bad that we kept it a secret. Because so many people died for it. It's just fucking, it's just shit. And obviously it doesn't fucking matter at all in this game. Like, it turns the Universal Century Federation upside down, but they don't fucking exist anymore. So all it does is just make Camille and all the other people from that universe just go, man, Hitler was right, I guess. Well. But yeah, here's Bernardi. Yeah, so here's Gale, who says that Siam Vist is Bernardi's great-grandfather and founder of the Vist Foundation. And Bernardi is pretty mad that this white-bearded guy just laid here and watched an entire war rage over this stupid hunk of rock. But that's when Minerva steps in and tells Bernardi to stop, and says that given this thing has given Siam Vist the ability to intervene in world events all this time, why let go of it now? And Siam says that it's time for mankind to proceed to the next level. The civilization of fire. And he says, yep, it's not to despair, not to ossification that mankind must direct its prayer, but to that God called possibility. Minerva says that publicising this stone will shake every Spacenoid's faith in the Federation. Minerva, they literally didn't like them anyway. Every Spacenoid doesn't like, oh, all those people who already hated it, or now feel vindicated that they hated it. Because it wasn't bad enough that they hated them and were persecuted, and I mean, like, it doesn't fucking matter at all. But yeah, even given that the UCW's people are only a part of this world, and she can't begin to imagine how costly that could be with a battle against the Gaia Kingdom looming. And even if it's a question of the truth, the price seems too high. And Siam says that that's why he's left the decision up to the new types. True new types. And Siam calls them the forerunners of a new mankind, and the recognition of which is the purpose of the Laplace program, to find the true new types. None of this fortified human cyber new type bullshit. True new types, whoever they be, are the actual key that leads to the box, and the reason that the Unicorn Gundam exists. And all this was put in motion by Cardius Vist, who presumably never imagined that his own flesh and blood would become the Unicorn's pilot. And then here's Camille, who's like, what, new type? Oh, jeez, that's the purpose? And then Char says this was all his full-frontal guest, and Ridley's like, yep, Siam Vist was a prudent dude. He never demanded much behind the threat of publicising the stone. He was like, I'll show the stone if you don't do this. But then his demands weren't that great. So instead he just got his fingers in Danaheim Electronics and founded the Vista Foundation. And he ushered in an age of coexistence where the contents of the box no longer mattered so much as the symbolic value to world order. And the box, whose reaction would have merely caused a government scandal in the beginning, took on an entirely new complexion with the Xeon's announcement, and whether new types actually existed or not was beside the point. The truth the Federation had buried was now itself the strongest weapon of any follower of Xeon, and the box's existence had to be kept the deepest of secret to avoid outright hell on Earth, because a man came up and went, people from space are really good and should rule. People in the Federation went, no, that's bad. And then it turns out there's actually literally a stone from 100 years ago that says that Hitler was right, and that actually people in space should rule. They should be in charge, actually. But it really says hell came anyway in the form of the 1 Year War, and the curse of the box grew heavier with each life lost and each iota of proof for the actual existence of new types. And it drove Riddy's parents and their fellows in Chrono ever deeper into secrecy for the box. And their choice was to deny the people hope, a future, by keeping everybody confined to the straight and narrow. And then Riddy says, but what was the point of the order they clung to so dearly when he clearly heard Marida's voice in his heart? And Zep blew a proof that it's possible for people to understand each other, but Riddy didn't trust those he claimed to be protecting, and instead disappointed them all instead and lost everything. And so here's Siam Vist, and it's because of Benaji and Minerva that the time has come. As the box's guardian and the one living being who's lived far too long, Siam has one wish: give the box to a new type, should they genuinely exist. And that they could use the box better than him, and they could win back the proper nature of the future. It was mostly what's kept him going for like 100 fucking years. And it was desire to advance the technology to touch the human heart that gave the world the psycho frame. But Siam knows all too well that he's just one person in billions, and Benaji is welcome to keep the box hidden or even destroy it if he wants. And should that not prove enough, then he's welcome to beat this old man to death. And Siam asks Benaji what his heart truly desires. And so Benaji slowly says if new types are truly the new form of humanity, he doesn't believe that mankind currently has the technology to tell them apart from the old form of humanity. Which is fucking horseshit, because the only reason you're fucking here is because there is a computer in your robot that can detect new types. And the reason that Camille and Amuro had to not have their robots was because your robot detected new types, and, you know, fucking everything you've ever done in your entire fucking life, dude. But no, he's just talking shit. But yeah, proof that he and Audrey are the ones that Siam seeks is therefore absent, and he doesn't know what the right thing to do is. But what he does want to believe in is human possibility. And then Siam's like, yeah, alright, sure, that's fine, you can do the box, whatever, I don't fucking give a shit, whatever you say, I know you're a new type, fucking shut up. But before they do whatever they want to do, Minerva wants to hear Siam's thoughts on one thing. Did Ricard Martins do what he did out of a sense of guilt towards the colonists? And Siam says, not at all. It was his way of battling any and all things standing in the world's way. And he's like, how do you know? And then Siam says that his confidence in this comes from his reasons for keeping the box in the first place. Not only as a bargaining chip, but out of fear. He saw something within the flames engulfed the plus, something that made him suddenly understand the future that Ricard wanted, and why he had to be killed. What he saw was the very fundament of the chronodogma, and the reason why they went so far to suppress the space noids and rein in human evolution. Ricard Martinus offered more than just a prayer to bless the founding of the universal century. He also announced something that bound humanity since time immemorial. And Siam Vis says, yeah, Siam himself is the innermost truth within the box, and he's the one person that knows of the chronodogma, and, not being a chrono follower, can tell the tale. And that's why he's been kept alive so long. The thing he saw so many years ago was Tenshita, an angel. And then Benaji's like, but the angel that Hibiki saw turned out to be Advent. Does that mean that guy was behind the Laplace incident too? And then a mysterious voice says, no. And look who it is, it's a dipshit, and he says, there is no need for Benaji to learn anymore. And of course it's Full Frontal hanging out. And he says that opening the box is tantamount to revealing Chrono's dogma to all, and doing so would truly foreclose any possibility and bring the future of despair, and that's why the box's mere existence suffices. And he says that he doesn't recommend that Minerva or Benaji stick their noses any further into this, and that they leave the rest to him. It's for the sake of mankind, after all. And then Minerva says that Full Frontal is the one who should just fuck off. He, someone who's created in the image of Shah and content with nothing more than the rote execution of that role, his talk of succeeding Earth humans is, to Minerva's ears, the palaver of a man who believes that mankind has no future. And he claims to be a high and mighty vessel, whose actions represent the aggregate will of all people. And then he removes his mask and he says to Siam, he asks him to leave the box in his keeping. And then Siam says, well, you're not wrong, my dude. Perhaps the box ought not to be opened in the interest of allowing people to cope with the truth before their eyes. But if so, that's all the more reason to not leave the box to someone who would use it as a bargaining chip. Someone like Frontal or even himself. He doesn't know how Frontal did it, but he leaves Frontal now knows the true meaning of the box. And neither he nor Frontal, despite knowing this truth, are capable of moving into the future. Rather, the final task is to turn the reins of the future over to the children, the new types, the innovators. The people with seeds, the civilization of fire, all that fucking jazz. And Siam, for his part, is going to honour the decision of these young people, forged as it was in the fires of the path to the box. And Frontal won't deny him that, puts on his helmet again, his little mask, and he announces that he's going to act in accordance with the charter. And he goes to touch the box, and it's got a goddamn defensive barrier. He's like, well, if I can't just smash it up myself, I guess I'm gonna have to blow up the whole of Megalania. Alright. And then he just runs off, and Benarji's like, full frontal, dang it, dude! And then Minotaur's like, Saiyan, this dude. And then, Mondai Nai, says Saiyan, but no problem. Gale takes both Saiyan and Minerva to safety. And Benarji says that he remembers Gale from his father's mansion. And Gale tells him that it was his father's dream that the box would be opened and the future made real. And that's what Benarji has been entrusted with in the form of the unicorn. And Benarji is that dream made flesh. So Gale tells him to go forth and do what he believes is right. And Benarji's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go check out Z3. So all the Jokers show up. It's like, hey look, it's that dude. And Angelo's like, hell yeah, finally. Pushing for the Royal Guard to launch. Time to attack the Megalania. Bam, 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 bam. The unicorn comes out. He's like, oh, it's friggin' unicorn. And this guy's like, wow, it doesn't even have a pilot in it. It's just drifted out in the dock in the fight. Ha ha ha. And then Angela's like, hell yes. Time to take it out before that kid even gets on board. And then, unicorn! Because he's like fucking Captain Planet now or whatever, and you can just summon it. So, flies over to Benarji. And he NTDs. And it was like, nice work. Like, unicorn, you listen to me. And then Angela's like, not so fast, shithead! Check this out! Blamo's that boy. Makes me go crinkly. It's like, what the Psycho's all gone. And then Haman's like, dang it, it's a Psycho Jammer. And then, what the heck's that, Haman? And she's like, I didn't know that it was complete. But it interferes with the Psychomu sensors of the Psycho Frame by overwhelming them with even stronger waves from outside. And Angelo has hated Benarji Lynx ever since he met him. And he's like, I hate you, I want to hate you to death. But Benarji is like, no wait dude, check it out, I'm mad as heck now. And his thoughts turn out to be even stronger than the Psycho Jammer, because Benarji is the ultimate baby, so this light is Benarji's light, and he's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna find a future with Audrey or whatever. And he orders his Gundam to turn his feelings into power if it really is a machine for leading people to the future. And so, Angelo's thing just doesn't fucking work, because Benarji's too cool. And fucking impossible! That's the unicorn's Psycho Field, it's real good. Now, and then Aura's like, now ready. Back up Benarji. But I'm... And then I was like, fucking do it, dipshit, just fucking get in. Alright. And TD's up. And then they get in, and he's like, yep, here I am. So now, right, let's go. Benarji. Yeah, like, I don't know what you're bringing lighters together, and hopefully I'll make amends for it or whatever. And then Benarji's like, yep, our light is everyone's thoughts in that glow. And we're gonna. And then Angela's like, fuck this! And then the fat boy shows up. What the heck's that big thing? That's a big machine, the Neo Zeong. And then Shira's like, wow, Neo Zeong. And he's personally affronted at such a ridiculous naming scheme, like some bad 70s anime. It's the new Zeong, the Neo Zeong. So Frontal is here, and he tells Angelo to get back. Full Frontal. And now Full Frontal does seem like genuinely sad that he's going to have to kill Benarji and extinguish his light, but that's his job as a vessel for the people. Yep. And he cuts all the spells in the fucking world because he's a shit. And he's like, yep, time for the final fight between humans. What a fight it will be. Take down that Psycho Machine, it's bullshit. And then Angela's like, you guys, I'm gonna be good in front of the captain, and you're all shit, I'm gonna beat you all. It's like, dang it, Benarji, this dude's crazy. Now come, Gundam. I'm gonna protect you, Audrey. Let's go. But yeah, just what a fucking pointless twist. But yeah, here's this dude. Double large. He's got a little. He's just a little Sananju in a big suit. He's got some pretty good moves on him. Yeah, on the enemy phase, he does an extra 20% damage and has 20% final accuracy. He's gross. He's so good. Cyber new type level 8. He's gross. He's good. He's cast Zeal, so he gets 3 turns ago. He's cast Flash, and Strike and Focus. Like I believe he casts, yeah, Sense, Focus, and Zeal. He gets. So you know. Because he casts Strike every turn, that means the reals just get fucking murdered by him constantly. Forever, like, it's just shit. It's just the worst. Like, look at this, like, he also has, like, Flash first as well. But basically, if you want to be a real and exist here, you need Flash. It's just stupid shit. But let's use our weakest moves because there's no point using anything bigger. Let's find Haman. So the Iron Lady was ultimately just another woman. Those base insults at the very least carry more weight than your usual empty rhetoric. Say what you will, you betrayed Xeon, and as such I will personally see to your death. It's you who betrayed Xeon, betrayed the Space Noid's god, Frontal. Humans came to space in search of their future, and you'd put them in stasis. You are the enemy of all space noise, and your life is now mine, Full Frontal. Because Haman just doesn't take shit, and Full Frontal's best insult towards Haman was, ooh, you're a lady, I guess. Yeah, no, he just casts that shit every turn. He'll generally use up his own Flash, though, on his turn. So, like, because he'll cast it and then attack you, but he still has Focus and Strike and Seal. Looks like you were just another woman, Haman. The legendary Gundam, huh? Like, what a bad animation. Just arms out, 2 bazookas, no recoil, nothing. Just a pile of shit. Yeah, and here's this boy. He's a new type now. He's got his new type move. He's a new type. He's the new type boy. He's ready. He's back. Here's his ride. It sucks. It's not very good, all things considered. And then versus Angelo. Today's the day I'll crush you, Bernardi Lynx, and that's a promise. Why don't you understand how dangerous it is to fight for a personal vendetta? Neither we nor humanity can afford to waste any time with such things. There's no longer any need for your Gundam. I'll personally execute you over your constant disrespect for the Colonel. He's not even listening to me. Even so, I simply cannot let this be the end. Yeah, Angelo's just fucking lost it. He's done. You'd have 2 bazookas, they would still move themselves. Like, he's just holding them out in his arms. Like, his little arms would go. Like, it's not going to make his robot fly back, no, but it would make his little robot's arms move. It's just physics. The legend of the Gundam. I'll end it here. You're an eyesore, Gundam. He just does his shit shield moves. Just fucking garbage. Just the worst. Just fucking trash. Does the song have the eye field in it? Yes, it does have the eye field, but it doesn't have, like, because that's just the anti-beam barrier, but it doesn't have the you can't fucking shoot it move. It doesn't have the ridiculous fucking wish machine that it has. It's a wish engine. where it's like, oh yeah, full frontal is imagining all of the bad dudes' guns blowing up. Don't really want to blow Haman up, though, to be honest. The Psycho Shard. Like, the Psycho Shard wouldn't even be hugely crippling. In Super Robo Wars, oh, you can't attack it with ranged weapons within a certain distance. Fucking Ryoma and everybody exists. Like, all the supers just walk up and punch him and he's dead. Oh, he can't shoot me. Is that alright? Simon fucking just drills a hole in you. Simon drills you. Noriko Inazuma kicks you. Godmars has 2 frames of animation at you. Angelo also has a thing against Gunye, where Angelo's like, you, the Unicorn Shard Amuro, are the Colonel's enemies, I'll take all your heads. And Gunye's like, wow, he's just a fucking idiot, I guess, huh? Alright, would've guessed. Yeah, it's fine. It's like it fucks over everything in Gundam because they all shoot. But like Kamil could still crash a plane into him. Mazinga still burps. This dude actually doesn't have energy regen? So, Moonlight Butterflying him, actually a pretty good idea. If I just learned bonds, Merida learned bonds as well, I believe, last stage. Yeah, let's drain everything at like 300 juice. Yeah, so this dude now has 80 energy plus his regular regen of like 15. Which means he will eventually run out. Like he'll do his map attack and then he'll do like each of these. But it does mean that he will be reduced to just the bazooka. He can't all attack everybody all the time, which will be nice. Unicorn now, you just think, at least not die, just have him, you know what? You're right. You're fucking right. Yep, there you go, look, he's casting all this shit again. Oh, this dude wants to get fucking murdered. Just fucking Inazuma kick it, dude. You don't need to defend Rand. I was gonna call him Ralph then. I mean, He's Wreck-It Rand, I guess.
本艦の火力ならあの重装甲も怖くはない。射程圏に入り次第
fire power. Let's let him keep it.
ガンバスターは私が守る。
The real secret dumb thing is that Eureka 7 movie's not even as dumb as AO. Where the message is, hey, everything that happened in the previous series was stupid and pointless. The message of the last thing is dumb. But the message of the last thing was that being friends and communicating with people, that's good. Being friends and nice to people is a good thing. Yep, actually that was wrong. Oh, fuck you then, I guess. I'm glad you're getting finished in a pachinko machine. I'm fucking dead, dude! This power. It's nuts. Is it a robot thing or something? Yeah, no, it's the robot thing. There's a guy in it who has like actually straight up a retcon gun. Like he has a weapon that whenever he uses it, it erases the past and changes it. It's fucked up. And like that in something else could have been used really interestingly. But instead it's just, they just go, hey, all those messages of goodness and friendship, they're actually dumb and bad. Two Gundams. Two Gundams! Have you ever seen two Gundams? Yeah, that's the big reveal of this stage. One, that if something's got gun in the name, that means it's actually good and cool, and for the advancement of all humanity. Absolute Hurricane! Look at Ada showing off by singing that line. Barbiel is a shithead. Cerudius... Like, Cerudius just goes... I couldn't be the serial actor because I can't hate things enough, and one day he won't be able to either, and that's why Setsuko hard counters it. Because hate is sad, and it's easier to be sad than it is to hate things, so he just loses, sorry. And then the box. I mean, like, you're just gonna die, Banaji. Like, you're just fucking dead, you lose. So, two Gundams standing in opposition to me, the vessel of humanity's collective will. A vessel? Humans can't be vessels, not even artificial ones. Stop hiding behind the mask, full frontal. Fine, I accept your challenge and I'll strike you down. You think threats are gonna hold us back? Or humanity, for that matter? I speak no threats. When I say I will do something, I see that it is done. This pressure's growing. Sorry, Demo. Even so! Come, Gundams. It is humanity's future that lies beyond this melee. It's okay, Banaji's got... Because he's in the stupid bullshit. He's just gonna have 2 lives anyway. Boing! And then this is where Full Frontal wishes that everybody's guns would blow up. And then they do. being a new type is the same as being a Super Saiyan. There he's taken Banaji on a journey to the end of everything, and it still sucks. I'm not gonna die! He's gonna die. He's gonna die at least once.
サイコシャード発生機展開。これは滅びの光だ。
Full Frontal's magic carpet ride, where he shows you the end of everything, and then you go, even so, and you can't deal with it. Oh, look at that, he's fine. What a good and powerful boy. Fucking garbage. Yeah, so he's got less than 80, which is what he was left with after I did my bullshit on him, so that's nice. And this dude just fucking can't do anything, he just got his shit in comms. But yeah, I'm glad that Banaji has the old 2 lives thing, because otherwise, oh boy, that would win a game over right there. Right there. Alright, Akagi, we gotta fucking talk. You can fucking kill that dude? You just missed Full Frontal showing up and being the shithead garbage man. And Banaji got blown up, but he's got 2 lives, so he's fine. So, and you saw Full Frontal show up, so you haven't missed anything except for like the enemy turn. The Relula, Xeon's flagship is it's like, well, the Relula is sunk. Well, Full Frontal's boat, we fucked it anyway. I didn't like it anyway. Fuck it, that man sucks. I think like everybody talks the Full Frontal, right? These Gundam fellas. Oh no, okay, like everybody talks the Full Frontal, including Basara, so it's good. This one's for free. Oh, jeez, man, I went too far.
私たちの未来をガンバスターにかける。お姉様、あれを使うわ。ええ、よく。うわスーパー稲妻ヒーク。ハリボテの分際でこの私をコケにしてくれたな。
I'm good. I'm still fine. Wait. Wait a minute, you're not gonna... You didn't get what Cape's got? Do Cape? It's Kei, Sosuke, Shimon, Takeru, Roja. Busted fucking Nono's in there twice. Akagi, Iwata, Albedo. No Cape, still do Cape, I guess. Tobitate. Let's see. Nakama. I guess that dude just never had. That dude just never did the capster. Zambotsuri. 海と山と大空に少年たちの叫びが聞こえる聞こえる聞こえるつのメカが一つになって But, alright dude, what are you doing? You're full of shit, you're bad. What would a little boy know? You're not even human, so why do you get input on this? Go away, little boy. Yeah, well, you just fucking one dude, so fuck you. I'm Cape. Yeah, so... Twin Beam Magnum, combo attack, not even as strong as his finisher, so... Why would you use it, ever? The answer is you wouldn't. It's this dude's most powerful move though, but, I mean... You know, so... If they were separate, and you had them in two teams, and then you had this guy in the front, then you would ever use this move. But otherwise, the unicorn is only ever going to be using the big man move. Zambotsuri, 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 go! Let's use it against this dude though. And then we'll move next to the Gurren Lagann to defend us. Future of humanity is actually good. Fuck you. Really hates this. Unicorn and the Manji, the two of us together. Now Banaji. Alright. This is it. Still didn't do any fucking damage. But now we'll look at Angelo's income attack because he sucks. Check out the Rosenzuru's power. Nice work, dude. You got hands on strings. Excellent fucking work. Excellent fucking work. Well, that dude, he sucks. Now he's dead. What the? Just why? Why am I dead? Like, damn it, chill out, Angelo. He's like, Banaji, why? Why you? But Angelo's mostly just, like, he super loves Full Frontal and he's mad as hell that Full Frontal needs Banaji more than he needs Angelo. And he's mad as like, Captain! Captain! And then it's like, wow, he's fucking dead. Yep, that's that dude, he died. He loved Full Frontal, now he's dead. See you, Angelo. Shah, Asnable. This anachronistic machine you're piloting shows exactly what you are. Vessel to humanity's collective will, new red comet, you're no more than an image painted with fine-sounding words. So, you're saying I'm insubstantial? A man who cares only for his own ideas, who doesn't understand the weight of the life and wishes of humans, isn't capable of shouldering this world's burdens. Much less if you can't even bring yourself to abandon something so insignificant as the title of Red Comet. Fine then, Shah. Then I'll prove my own strength by defeating you. That train of thought shows exactly what a petty man you are, Full Frontal. It's high time you understood that. You and me. Your shit. Yeah. Your shit got no armor. How you like them apples? How do you do it? I'm having an alright time. Fortunately, the next like three. Actually, I think the next two stages are unicorn stages, so they each take fucking 2 hours. Like this stage would have been like a stage if it just ended when we beat Barbiella, right? But no. I think next stage is when Minerva and Banaji like tell everybody about the box, and when they shoot the colony laser. Amuro! Our fated hour has finally arrived, Amuro. Stop acting like Shaft Frontal. If you're gonna fight, do so of your own will. Indeed. I've long since surpassed Shah Aznavour as the true Red Comet. And I shall prove it by besting you in combat. You can't acknowledge yourself without using others as stepping stones? You're a very pathetic man. I'll never agree to such a person has surpassed a lifelong rival. Yeah, look at that shit. He loves that boy. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Let's fucking sing a song at this Joker. Basara? Don't just keep your feelings locked up. Let it all out. Listen to my song. I'm being overwhelmed. Me? Sing your own songs, not someone else's. You'll feel better that way. It seems that you too reject my very being. No, dude. He rejects you not listening to his fucking song. Ziggs doesn't say shit to him, so there you go. Because I want Cafe to stand there. I thought you were a weirdo before, but I can't even begin to wrap my head around you buddying up with the Gaia Empire. As to be expected from a child like you, you'd best listen to the grown-ups. What? You're saying you're in the right just because of that? All of mankind said no thanks to the time prison before, so I'm not about to listen to your selfish schemes now. Yeah, and that dude lowering the damage everybody takes. No, that dude giving the will. This dude lowering the damage that everybody important is taking. Mamoru Tame. Gang 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 victory. Oh, he's doing his moves. Oh yeah, dude. Fucking fight me. How to defend. So it's not Zeal he casts, it's the ignore defensive bullshit that he casts as his first spell. So he'll ignore all that prevail that these guys have got, but now at least Wada can defend. He's just full of shit. This dude's just full of shit and I hate him. But now he's only got ammo left. So, and he's only got 7 shots left of the bazooka, so we're pretty set in terms of surviving this guy's shit garbage.